Welcome everybody, Professor Bishop from the Hong Kong U Business School, and I'm very lucky today to be able to speak with Melanie Kwok, who's the head of sustainability at Sino Group. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about a lot of great things today in relation to ESG, in particular around the E, right, and biodiversity and solid waste management, a lot of cool stuff. But first, do you mind maybe introducing yourself to our course participants and explaining a little bit about Sino Group and what you all do?
Thank you. Yes, great. So I'm Melanie. I'm the head of sustainability at Sino Group. I'm also the assistant general manager at Sino Group. I have been with Sino Group for over 14 years. So I actually been growing with the company as well in terms of ESG. As we all know, and some of you might not be aware that Sino Group is a major developer in Hong Kong. We have been growing with the community for over 53 years. But that is a belief that we have, is that when we build a building, we're not just building a building, we're building a community. So with that in mind, we have a vision called creating better lifescapes. And people keep telling us that Sino did really well in ESG and sustainability, but we always stay humble and we always learn from one another. And I think as of today, Sino actually do look a lot into ESG aspects in all our operations. And we have three core pillars called green living, innovative design, and community spirit, which I will share a little bit more later. But we believe that as a listed companies as well, it's very important these days to really drive improvement in ESG areas. So I look forward to share more with you later.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so before we get into the specifics of what you all do, I think a lot of our learners may want to know a little bit about your journey and how you kind of came to this role. We know that ESG roles sometimes are not new, or sometimes they're a redefined role that was maybe similar to something else but maybe renamed, a new acronym or whatever. But in reality, a lot of these are very new. And I would say my guess is that at a local firm, meaning local Hong Kong company, family-owned company, and especially at a real estate and construction type of company, it is probably relatively unusual, or at least new. So maybe if you can kind of help our learners understand, like, how did you get here? Was this part of your original interest from a career standpoint? And then just kind of like how you ended up in this role.
Sure. Well, I'm blessed actually. I think since very young age, I'm really passionate in sustainability. So I actually get my degree from Imperial College in environmental science, followed by environmental law at LSE in London. And then I also did a master's degree at the University of Cambridge. So with the education in sustainability, which I have to say back at my time, actually not many people would study sustainability.
Yeah.
And I remember my parents was like telling me that you're going to regret, why didn't you study medicine or law? Because everybody was doing that. And actually, as of today, my parents were quite proud that I'm now in the sustainability field. I never thought that the sustainability talents is actually growing in such big demand over the past decade. And I really think this is really, really great and overwhelming. So I have a passion in sustainability, and that's why I did the international degrees related to sustainability. And then I didn't start directly at Sino Group. I actually start from a consultancy firm. And you know why? Because back in my times, when I start sending out CVs, a lot of corporates didn't actually want to hire someone that studies sustainability. There weren't such department called sustainability department. I remember back in the olden days, a lot of departments are still reporting to corporate communications or HR, and so they play an extra role in sustainability. But nowadays, a lot of companies will have their individual sustainability department. So the trend is growing so fast. So I work as a consultancy firm for a couple of years. I used to work for the government for a very short while before I started my journey at Sino Group. And
wonderful.
It's really amazing as well. And I think in terms of the industry, the ESG talents is actually really big and hot demand.
Really hot right now. Yeah, so for all of the learners out there, whether you're kind of mid-career and want to transition, or if you're a younger person going to school and maybe getting a little bit of pressure from your family, take it from Melanie and us. This is definitely one of the hottest areas of growth, and so it's something that not only you can feel passion and purpose about, but also something that is in real demand and actually companies are looking for.
Yes, definitely.